Hello! Oh my goodness. Are we ready? Are we ready for this? I'm not gonna lie, I was kinda like, I kinda wish they didn't show me the credits, cause like in my brain, the game is over. But I know that there's the bonus soda, as they say, the bonus case. Welcome to post-game. Yippee! I hope y'all are having a good day. It's Wednesday. It's pretty average Wednesday for me. Got out of work a little late, but not too bad. Had some leftovers. Just kind of chilled. It was a really gray day today, so I was really kind of like sleepy, but not sleepy, but just like I would have rather been in bed than working. I feel like that goes for like most days though. All right. Let's turn this music down. Let's turn this music on. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Kat. I'm a VTuber, variety streamer, and a little fella in your computer. I use she, her, they, them pronouns. You can use them interchangeably if you'd like. This is an 18+ stream, so if you're under the age of 18, you gotta go. But if you're over the age of 16, you can go see Socks. He's doing the Roblox. He's playing Roblox. You like Roblox? Kids like Roblox, right? If you like what I do in any capacity, there's a number of ways you can support me, some of which are free. You can watch the stream, you can tell your friends, you can follow the stream. Or sorry, well you can do that too. The blocks of row, yummy. You can take clips, you can share those clips around, you can follow the stream and get access to a bunch of my emotes, you can sub and get access to even more of those emotes, and you can use them wherever you want, and you don't get ads, and you get a cute little coffee cup badge that you can use wherever you want, which is pretty cool. If you want to support me directly and you don't want Twitch to touch your money, there is a button in my description that you can click and it will send you to a website where you can send me a tip. And if you tip me at least $5, or if your tip is over $5 or over, the message is read on stream by TTS. So that's cool and awesome, and I get 100% of every tip I get. Yippee! Alright. So tonight, we're going to be cracking open this bonus case in Phoenix Wright. I feel I'm less enthusiastic about, like, in my mind, I'm like, I beat it already. We're gonna finish it, we're gonna get it done. So let us skedaddle. Oh, I gotta change the source here. La 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 la. Yeah. Why is it so freaking quiet? Oh, I forgot to save this profile, that's why. Here, I know what to do. We can bump these to 2, maybe. Or 3. Or 4. Yeah, I'd rather bump the in-game settings than bump my mixer and fuck stuff up again. So hopefully that sounds fine. Continue. Here we go. What if you munch on Zoe's tail? Oh! I wouldn't do that. That's not a nice thing for pet owners to do. Holy shit! That guy has a knife. What the fuck is this? Yeah, this looks way better than the game I just played. What the fuck? Whoa! Oh my god. That was awesome. What if he caught the wrong side of it? Just saying. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. It's because it was made for the DS version. 2 months without a single trial. Oh shit, she's the one who's been bringing him in. I've had offers, but none I took. That is... Oh my god, I have to cough again. I'm sorry. Hang on, I'm gonna mute. There's like a little tiny scratch at the back of my throat. Yuck. Okay. That is until the day that girl showed up. Maya 2! Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. Me. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow! Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. Well, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Well, that's not me. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney? Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright! The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. Awesome. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time. But... please, you have to help. It's my sister. Oh, come on now. Maya? Could it be? No, it's not. Why would it be her? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Skye. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? Her one pin is pogging. I noticed and I wasn't gonna say anything. But it is pogging, yeah. No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it! She wouldn't stab someone with a knife! She wouldn't! So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it! I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. I wonder if they had school trial together in 3rd grade. Incidentally, Mia is a woman? Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, so you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. That's a good idea. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Whoopee! I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Wahoo! Yeah! Mamma mia! Mushroom Kingdom! Let's go! Yeah! That was Ariana Grande as, Mario. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year, understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hello? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Hi, lady. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, goddamn. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like... I guess. How common is it for lawyers to have sisters? I don't know. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Talk. There's something you should know from the start. Which is? He just really misses Maya. I know, but it's like... I see her in everything. Oh my god. I just like broke my spine. In VC face. Well, that's not very gay of him. You can miss someone. Water. The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. My, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? Your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Not Gumshoe! Is Gumshoe dead? Uh-oh. What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. Is it inappropriate to make a Blue Lives Matter joke here? No. Officer down! Yippee! Fuck the cops. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Yippee! Yippee! So you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. In fact, it seems impossible. You wouldn't. What? Oh.
Didn't scare you?
I mean, you kinda did. Lana, what happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was oh, they're gay? Hello? Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Oh, shut up. Intellectually attracted. Lana was the top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school, but too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Come on. They were gay. Nobody has that face and isn't gay. Look at her. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So, how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Well, Jesus. Okay, bye. the chair didn't move, so she's like sitting in the chair backwards. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something going on here. She's Rikering that chair. Hi, Brittany. And I'm gonna find out what. Sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Let's go to the parking lot. They paved over heaven. And they put up this underground parking lot. Which is weird because heaven is above ground, from what I recall, in my studies. So, this is the lot where it all happened? We're not in heaven. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Again, not sure how I didn't see this when I first played this game. Hey everyone! Keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. Okay. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. Wait a minute! We're not supposed to be doing this? Dude. I've been doing crime? Oh my god! I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Oh, I thought it was gonna be Lana again. Hello! What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall, it's John Overwatch. Hello? Please don't do that. That's not suspicious at all, Mr. Man with a Knife. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, even with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with our oh, I can't read this shit. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What the fuck are you talking about? Shut up. What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. He's pointing his fingers like a gun at you. Yes, I did glean that he was threatening me. I do not understand why he's talking about cactus dreams. Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? It's because he's a cowboy. Yeah. I like get it, but it's stupid. Kinda, sorta. Yeah, he's a detective. Thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Anyway. At least you know detectives other than Gumshoe exist now. But Gumshoe isn't here, which means Gumshoe died. Rest in peace, my favorite character, who we'll never ever see again, ever. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Aha! The theory of relativity. What? Nobody in this fucking game knows what they're talking about. What? I've got to write this down. F in the chat for old Dick. I've got to write... hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know... Was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British? Oh. You're an idiot, aren't you? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Yeah, you're right. It was Mr. Congeniality. She's still in school, Cat. You learned about Einstein way earlier than high school! And that's also, like, not the right concept, even. Hello? Wallet. In this universe, maybe his name is Mr. Relativity. I guess that's a fair point. What's this? Wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything in a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. Just steal it. Easy. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Phoenix, have you forgotten, like, everything that you've done over the past, like, what, 4, 5 months? Seems to be something inside. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? Huh? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now. Look at the court record. Wow. Okay. You didn't want me to do it right then? Oh. Jesus Christ. Wow, that shit looks ugly up close. Look at that texture on the wallet. It's shiny, but it has a woven texture? What the fuck is this? Oh, this is ugly. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Oh. Wait! Oh, fuck. Oh, look! I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. Okay. Wow, that looks like shit. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess. Though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. It's like she's explaining me how to play game. I know how to play game. I've been doing this way longer than you have, Missy. Look, a door! Are you gonna show me how to use a door now? This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. If this game came out in 2011, this girl would be a furry, and she would be... No, she would be an anime club. She would Kinkoichi. She would Kinkoichi. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? A ladder. Are we gonna do... Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. A phone. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey! What did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. That might be important later. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Hi, Emily! Wait, I know! This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Me too. Slide. Oh, goodness. I want to look at the barrels. Yeah, an oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think I'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Wait! There's a grate up here. Oh, okay. That's nothing. A cell phone! Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff! Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Scary. Could you tell us just one thing? Who owns that car? Well, well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Oh my god, stop it. Might just find you a cerveza you like. A head? Prospector's office? What does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles, Saloon, Cerveza. A beer. Ah. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great! Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? Oh, hi. Hello. Nice onigiri hat. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Oh, yummy. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? my god, they're animation frames. Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. She's got a hot dog sausage necklace. She's the bento lady. Especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly any way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. The what? Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are blurred and burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? Hello? I'm referring to the murder. The stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Oh, sorry. Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. She means it. Okay. The case. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So, what exactly was it you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife, so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a minute, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East, where we totally aren't right now. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. Ah! The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Ew! Never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? A glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Huh. Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Ew. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure case of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Let's leave. That's Edgeworth's outfit. And the Steel Samurai! And a K trophy. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. There he is! Yay! Look at this stuck-up jerk. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here, Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. Hmm? Oh, don't tell me he drove that. He drives that fucking car. That would be my car. Look at that little face. Look at him. He's... Look at him. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. I want to look around your office first. Hang on. Wow! This jacket is even lacier than the usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. My! What an amazing bouquet! Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Old bag? Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? No, yeah, it's Old Bag! I don't think so. Oh, and that's the tea set from the hotel. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves, all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Oh, I guess it's not from the hotel. He just likes tea. What a fucking homo. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding his pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? That is weird. Why did you do that? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Books. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Ha! Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. King of Prosecutors trophy added to the court record. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. You will call him king. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. He's like right here, dude. Sofa hair is cool? Okay, now we can talk. So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Oh, she's writing Edgeworth fanfic the minute they leave here. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. Yeah, I was there. However, there are some who say I'm responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure that she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth's knife added to the court record. No prints. Edgeworth. What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a choke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Do I have anything to present him with? This. Oh, fuck. No. You know who this is? Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Huh? What? Are you sure you should just be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. At the last case, he must have gotten a taste for it. I can't believe he's a murderer for real. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. I thought Edgeworth was my friend. Wait. Is there anything else I can say? No. Nope. We could present other things, couldn't you? I didn't have any. I had the trophy. I mean, okay. Show me your badge. I once dreamed of becoming a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Whip it out! Yet, my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Whee! Oh, this is awesome! Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here! Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she said that his name does kind of have a ring to it. So, basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? Take her down to the jail if she wants to see him so bad. Yeah. You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing, a ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Edgeworth's parking stub. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. Murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, hello? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Skye, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Whimper. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir? God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's see what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. seems to have finally calmed down at least. I am not gonna bagok like a chicken in the Meekin's voice. There will be no bagocking today. Oh my god, it's the dude. It's the little guy. Woo, we're finally here. We'll see about that, streamer. Oh! Oh no. The blue badger. He doesn't look like a fucking badger. He looks like a mutated Chow from the Chow Garden. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Wow. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. What's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Welcome to Funtime Freddy's or whatever. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Yeah, he's alive! Hooray! Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh, me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Lana. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Please, just investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe? What did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there's our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else he could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. You know this guy? Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it in to the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember! Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? So, this ID card belonged to the victim? F in the chat for old Goodman. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an investigation transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. That's not what I found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed him with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little bit more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick 3-minute break, run some ads, and stretch a little bit. And I'll be right back, okay? See you in a little bit. I'm ready to start again. I can see Toby really being into this series. Probably. Touched Zoe's toe beans and she left the cat. Well, you can't just touch toe beans. Oh wait, we're gonna talk to Edgeworth, yeah? He's gone! You don't know anything. Nope. Fuck! What do I do? What else can I show you? This? Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. Do you think that all the cops got like participation awards? I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Nuff said. Like Herschel Walker. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? I showed him that already. Aha! He's in a tough spot. Again. Again? Merry Christmas! Ah! Hello? Oh my god, Google Drive just like fucked up on my Windows. Hang on. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. Yeah, I remember, I was there. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there are always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Kissing men. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for us. Well, I don't have anything else to show him, so we can go, probably. But not there, I guess. He's not here. Do you know this person? About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? I don't know. Woo! Okay. That didn't help. Show the knife? I don't want to scare her. Hey, have you seen this before? Could you take a look at this? You... Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite! The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. So that was nothing. Could you take a look at this? Oh. How about this? Fuck. Okay, well that was nothing. I'm not showing her my badge, that's not gonna do shit. Okay, so this is the same. But where's Edgeworth? Okay, I can't go over to the car anymore, so that's nothing. Maybe I'll look around a little bit more. This is all... Wait, what the fuck? It's all acting as though I didn't look at it already. Just making sure that there's nothing else I have to look at. Oh, the window. Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Okay. I guess I can look at it. I didn't really think to look at the knife, did I? This must be the victim's blood, right? Edgeworth is only 24. Man. Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing like a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Haha, fruit. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Okay. I didn't look at the stub, that's what I'm doing. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. It just goes to show you you'll never know what happens. Oh, wait. It just goes to show you it just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Okay. A name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID YABADAB. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba dab. Well, I guess it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. Is this a reference to John Goodman playing Fred Flintstone in the Flintstones movie? Doesn't take much to amuse her. You think it is? Wow, look at these, look at this graphics. Look at that. Wow. Can I look at the badge? Oh my god. Wait, what does this screw into? So this is what the back of the badge looks like. I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way, you can tell which attorney it belongs to. Spoilers, Nick is a robot. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, it'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Wow. Well, I've officially looked at all of my evidence. Fascinating. Sure, I'll show you the fucking badge. Ah, shit. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles. Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Okay. I got something different. It's pickles. Okay. You're no help. I showed Nick everything, or Dick everything I got. No one is here. Did you? I showed him the trophy. I showed him the ID badge. I showed him my badge. I showed him the knife, and I showed him the stud, or the stub. Which, the knife and the stub give me the same shit. Oh, wait, fuck. He's saying different shit now, what the hell? You can do just about anything these days with a card and the right secret number. Scary. It's only scary because you keep dropping your card, Detective Gumshoe. I forget my secret number a lot, too. It's scary. But I'm me, after all, and what could be wrong with that? I think I'll stay out of this conversation. God damn it. That's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award. Yeah. Okay. He won't say anything. What? Oh, wait. I can examine. I haven't thought to examine this area, so we might get something. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Wow, you're the only one on Earth. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. Are they talking about, like, the aged-up missing people posters? Because I agree. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. We didn't have a cookie jar. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. Okay. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? All pandas are bastards. I mean, it seems like they have a natural proclivity for death, and I think we should just let nature run its course. I think we're trying too hard. What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo? They just don't like to fuck. I mean, they're just bad at survival. They can only process nutrients from bamboo, but bamboo is so, like, there's nothing in it, so they just have to eat it all day long to get enough nutrients to survive. So inefficient. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. Wait, so they're just bigger koalas? Pretty much. I mean, they're not marsupials like koalas are, but they're really inefficiently, like, I don't want to say programmed, but they're, like, I thought they just liked bamboo, not to the point of exclusivity. It makes up, I want to say, like, 90-95% of their diet. I wouldn't say it's, like, the total same thing as, koalas where they can only eat eucalyptus leaves, but it's pretty similar. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. There's a handprint on the badger. I was wondering about that. What, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. Oh, he probably just fucked up the paint. Yeah, look at him go. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. Why is this in the... Why is this gonna be added to the court record? And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you! Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, you don't even know. I mean, I guess he was in the intro, but I didn't really, like, have time to process it. We met the guy who is... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Why is that thing crossed out? I can look at it in a second. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Let's take a look at that for a second. $20? Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Hi, scheming miner. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Fucking ouch. You're at work? Don't tell your boss? Okay. I won't tell. I promise. Okay. Let us return to the scene of the crime. A parking lot. Prosecutor's office. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry. Looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Ew. Oh, still here? Ah, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. Oh. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Anyway, have this. Oh, that is not presenting, that is just looking at. Here you go. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. Splatoon! I love that game. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. Yes, I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me... Hey, wait a sec! Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. I mean, we're not supposed to be here either. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. I hate you. A lot. Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, there is a good deal of racism involved. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. Okay. The victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. So now we have the cowboy. This game is made for the gays. Yeah. This seems like a very anti-gay cowboy. He sucks, kinda. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. It was to the stomach. This here's the autopsy report. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Oh, so not alive cowboy game. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So, there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do so much work with the Chief Prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. He said it! He said the thing! I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy-shoed detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he just runs with that Edgeworth, hey? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of the police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. That's not good. Look at this knife. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Oh shit. Hi, Pharaoh Atem. Welcome, welcome. Remind me never to visit Texas. Okay. Let's mosey on over to this here crime scene. Okay. Phone. This looks like a cell phone. It sure does. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else who it could belong to. It could be mine. It's been a while since I last played the trilogy, 8 years to be exact. This is the first time I'm playing it, so I don't know anything. Edgeworth's race car. Do you think he has a race car bed? What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out! Look for incriminating photographs. I hardly remember anything. Then it's fresh, kind of. Right, let's check it out. Oh my god, it's moving by itself! Help! How do I open it? There. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Investigate that cutting-edge phone. My first phone was a Razor. Talk about cutting edge. Redial. Mr. Wright? Damn, it can flip? More advanced than mine. My phone can't flip either, what the fuck? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. That's a really big redial button. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Man, remember when you can hang charms off phones? Me too. You kind of can still. If you get a case, you can kind of like loop a charm through the holes in it, but it's not very clean or nice. It's the bonus case. Yes. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Oof. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. Beep. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just presses the button. Well, fuck you. The Steel Samurai! You cannot hang up in a rage on a smartphone like you can in a flip. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Pharaoh Atem. Hey, that song! I know that! Hey, what's going on over there? Beep. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. Pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. Oh my god. She was calling Maya! What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call she made was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? This case is one of the saddest? No! Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone, enter the court record. Examine further. This rope, is it? Yup, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. Ew. You've got to be the only person I know who would come to that conclusion. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Hi, Joe. I cry every time Angel Star's around. Angel Star is pretty awesome. I like her lunches. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Well, that's Edgeworth for you. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. You just notice I'm shiny? I am! I'm special, haha. I like Shiny Clefable, it's subtle. Ooh. B block is through there. That's where the visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. It's like every barbecue place with a pig, like, as the mascot. It's like, come and eat my brethren, please. Hehe. I'm the only place where a shiny encounter is guaranteed. You just have to open the stream. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day where I'll be able to park my car here. Since Game Freak needs classism in its absurd chance mechanics, square or star shiny? Oh, I don't know. Red Gyarados, though? What? Where's my tongue button? Okay, I don't remember what button it is. I have a button that makes my tongue stick out, but I don't remember what button it is. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block and buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. Hey, what the fuck? I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. It's okay, we'll just go with you for— No! I don't do that. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 675. Are you a conflable? Are you a conflable from gens 1 to 5 or 6 onwards? Well, if I wanted to assign a moveset to myself, I would be one of those Calm Mind soft-boiled Clefables, and soft-boiled Clefable has to come all the way from Gen 3, which is very irritating. You have to investigate Tommy Two-Tone now. You're right, let's see. 6, 7S. Oh, that's an S, not a 5. So I'm only normal type. Well, if you traded me up, I'd be fairy. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. No. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Okay, I think that's all I can get in here. Yes. No, he's not here. Maybe, yeah, maybe you'll know. Present the note. That is not presenting the note. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, now that I'm away from the thing, I can check this. Beep. Okay. Now I press the button. There's no need to push this again. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. Why? If I press the button, I'll know what— Stupid. Name of deceased. Bruce Goodman, 36, male. Date and time of death, February 21st, between 4 and 5:30. Cause of death. Assessment. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Wait, it was a chest wound? I thought it was a stomach wound. Okay. Okay. I talk to everybody? Misheard that as 45-inch knife. I want to check everywhere else real quick, Atem, but I might ask for help in a second. Nope, not there. Aha! There we go. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall? Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here. But who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you might find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Skye. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everybody knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was the closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Alright, I'm gonna save. We're gonna go to another break. I'm gonna, get some more water, use the bathroom, all that kind of stuff. So you should take a break too. Okay, gonna switch screens. Gonna turn this music back on. Okay, be back in a couple minutes. Okay. Let's return to our intrepid lawyer. Okay, go back. Trial time, my favorite part. I did notice that the back and forth movement was a lot better in that one, probably because of the DS adaptation. Like, navigating was a lot less annoying. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. You may have noticed, by the way, your save data says trial former right now. Oh god. Oh no. Yes. A defense attorney should never believe their client. Strap in, streamer. Oh no! The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. Yeah. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. It's Mia! Oh, she's gone. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Well, we have fake Mia, we have Emma. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Let's go. No cheats this time. Oh, she's still with me, though. She still gets to be my little partner. My little stooge. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I'd say no booba either. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Can't escape. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. Whose feelings are you talking about, man? I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen? I may be gay, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna let you win. That's a good philosophy to have. That's like if I had to play Pokemon against you, hon. That all gets like put aside, and then I win. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Ho-ho, caviar? I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. That shit's expensive, dude. Oh, and for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. What the fuck is that? What is that? That looks like rice with a bunch of, like, sprinkles on it? Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? It's got sprinkles. Ah, and you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's a Fiesta Bowl, obviously. I can't read the word Fiesta anymore without thinking of... I'll tell you what it's not. It doesn't look like any Mexican food I've ever seen. It reminds me of the Brutal Foods Hungry Man video, where the last meal he has to eat is the Mexican Fiesta, and it's like 2 enchiladas drowning in like sauce and the beans and It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everybody raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. That's gross. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name. Profession. Now. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Huh? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? Aha! I know who you are. Cough up? Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Oh, hang on, I gotta sneeze. But I don't have a nose. And yet, miracles happen every day. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. Oh, another diagram. You know how I love me a diagram. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for the visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and then went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me? Alright, lay it on me, lady. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Ah! Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point to the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Oh, come on now. Monty Python. Really? What am I? 45? And male? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Dudes love Monty Python, man. Shit ain't funny. Over halfway to that age at least. No! You just aren't British. No, my dad isn't British, and he loves that shit. Holy Grail is funny. I like Holy Grail, but I hate the like show. I think I just hold a grudge because when I was doing stand-up in college, we had to do a show like in a dining hall. We had an open mic. We're not an open mic. We had sets for the show, but we had to go on after a Monty Python sketch group club did their shit, and they just like recited Monty Python sketches. It was really strange. So I'm gonna deliver a lunchbox. Which boyfriend? This boyfriend. He's the detective? Not that boyfriend. The security guard. You were just jealous playing second fiddle. No. I was killing it. I had a good joke about Lion King back then. But it was just... it was annoying. That boyfriend? You have several? We stan. Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot, in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from up there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed, it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, are you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. We're dealing with Edgeworth here. I need something more substantial than that. Can you tell us what the suspect was doing when you saw her? The prosecutor was holding a knife. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Ahem, yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. What about a who? Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Edgeworth knows organs, alright. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that! How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet, their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted, given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. I just noticed the hot dog necklace. Yeah, I pointed it out before. She's all bento box themed. She's got onigiri on her head. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. Okay, we said that. Since something perhaps was my finally home detective expression. You said something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. What? I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. And I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Yeah, that was rough. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. The judge needs to be thrown out. I feel like I have something that contradicts this. This is wrong. Well, okay. My perfect record! Oh, you know what I forgot to do? That was a reminder. To save at the cross. The perfect run gone again. Do you get anything for a perfect run? I don't think so. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. You get pride and accomplishment? I don't need that. I don't need that shit. Deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. What do I have? Knowing your record is better than Manfred's. Okay, whatever. What I have is unpressed statements. I got this one. I got this one. I got that one. I got that one. Is it this one? Tell me more about this knife the suspect was carrying. Well, it said the blade was about 4. Yeah, I got this one too. She thrusts a pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. And I press this one. Yeah, why didn't you stop it? Yeah, we went over the multiple boyfriends. She was in B block. I feel like that's important here. TBH, my strategy in this game is press every statement as it's given. I guess I'll start from the beginning. Detective, it might be that you need to press a statement after pressing others. Okay, we know she was on the second floor. And that she was in B block. The cheese. Awesome. The wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor. Maybe look at the diagram. You're gonna cost me this shit. Two prosecutors holding a knife in her hand. Oh, here we go. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. Could you cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap! I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You'd think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. But, okay. Uh-oh. That is unmistakably Lana Skye. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. She's not holding a knife in this picture? And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Skye stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. Ew. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Skye not holding a knife? That's a good question. Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. It had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Okay, but where would she put the knife? Objection, yeah. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? No, because it's the black and white image. Yeah, because it's the black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit there and take this kind of abuse? You got a better idea? Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Yeah? That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. How can you tell? Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Yeah, but she hurt herself, didn't she? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. These gloves do not tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder. A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. No, they don't. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only... Oh, shut up! Okay. I'm gonna save. Oops. I thought that would be something. Nope, 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 nope. Oops, oh, god damn it. I keep seeing press, and I think it says present. Maybe if I present the photo? No. Gotta prove it wasn't a planned murder. But like... Yeah, this happened like 3 minutes before it. No. Fuck off. No. Think about what you need to plan a murder. I don't know, fucking calendar? What? I don't... Ah, shit. That was an accident. You must love this. Okay. Present. So... if I wanted to plan a murder, I'd want to know where the person would be. This? What would she bring? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, because this was in the car already. Sorry, I'm just like... No, she knew that would be in there. Like, I don't know. I'm not good at thinking. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? A bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor from the district, right? Mommy, our prosecutor's bad people. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Ugh. She dropped her lunches. Order, order, order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. No? Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Anna Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now? But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... Shut up. I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. He got one stab wound. The victim was summoned to the police department, from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Okay, well this one's pretty easy. But first, we're gonna save. Duh. You say she stabbed him again and again? But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss... Ew. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. Is this fucking Deltarune? The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk! He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness? What the fuck? You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. He splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Oh, her scarf. Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. What the fuck is wrong with you? She's right. Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. What? A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance! Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Why? You've said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she is about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again, rookie. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Something's half-baked here, all right, and it's you. Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Her actions speak for themselves. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. That doesn't mean shit. You have no proof that Miss Skye called him there. You have no proof that she didn't. Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There is no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Skye's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried public phone first, at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness? Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned that victim? Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day? I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against... Okay, that doesn't mean shit to me. What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See, we agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. Schrodinger's lunch. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? No! No! What is that? What? I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. What are you talking about? This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. What? You didn't explain it. She replaced the statement because you presented evidence on it. Skye intended him. Oh, okay. Is she wearing the scarf in this picture? Oh, Jesus. I don't think she is. She isn't! What the fuck? You can't keep saying this shit. Hang on, I'm adjusting myself in my chair. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Oh, shit. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Oh, jeez. Holy shit, the girls are fighting. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Yeah, how'd you do that on the other side of the fence? Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Okay. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Weren't you inside B when that happened? You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
Actually, it's venomous snake bites because venom is injected into the bloodstream and poison is consumed. Next.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. That shit was heavy as fuck. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Wow. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. What if you eat a venomous snake, though? Nothing will happen. You won't... Unless you eat the venom, like, the venom is stored in the head. So, and if you're not eating the head, you're fine. Like, there are glands in the mouth that produce the venom. But the rest of the snake's body won't be like, you can eat it. And there are people that, like, eat rattlesnake and shit, so... oh yeah, I'm just gonna save. Hey, man. What's this? What the fuck? You're lying. I thought she was in Thing B. Thing 2. So, where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? Apparently drinking venom won't produce the same results as if it was injected into your skin due to the acid in your stomach, but it isn't recommended. Yeah, I don't think that'd be a good plan. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more detail. Yes, because she was behind a fence. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... over here. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing! The cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That sounds like fucking bullshit, dude. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see Miss Starr. Chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order, so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. Things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha! I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? Chief prosecutor made it. Did she take her gloves off when she used the phone? Unfortunately, that wasn't a photo, so I can't, like... Shit! Ah! She made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté of foie gras. Huh? She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. More mysteries. I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So Miss Sky tried to run. Sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Oh, yeah. I saw it all, how she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell. I feel like this is important, but I didn't get anything out of it. And you saw her doing this? Yeah, that's the thing, like... I'm gonna save again, because this... How could she hang up her phone if she was grabbed by the arm? I mean... She had her other arm. The cell phone was dropped, yeah. Remember Phoenix, did you see it, did you see her do it? Would it be the photo? That doesn't seem right. Nope. I'm not sure how I would prove that she didn't see it happen. You have to watch it again, I'm sorry. She said she'd only do it once, but I've made her do it 3 times. Chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. She pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. And you saw her doing this? But think about the positions of people as you watch these events. Maybe you think you understand? I'm like looking at the picture in my brain. She was on the left and Lana was on the right. I don't know where the knife went. Like, because it was a memory, I can't present it and be like, but where are her gloves? Or where is the injury on her hand? Or whatever, because it's not evidence. I can't take it. Like, I can't show it. I think Jem fell asleep. I haven't seen them in chat for a bit. So, they would be the person I would ask for help. So, maidens, do you, without giving too much away, can you prod me in the right direction? I know that you've been doing that, but I have absolutely no clue what to do. Look at her statement one more time. Yeah, I thought that was weird. She would have, like, had a circle around her or something. Trippers are considered the victim right behind the partition. Right here. That's not where the phone was, though. Like, it was on the other side of the wall, yeah? Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye. But the witness wasn't. Yeah. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you'd be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. You see what Lana was doing with the big wall in her line of sight? Dropping the phone? No, she was standing in front of the car. Ahem. Let's look at the floor plans. No, she was standing... I can't point at it because you can't see my cursor, but see that wall by the telephone? She was standing in front of it, in front of the car in that photo. But then she was, like, over by the telephone. In the testimony. Oh, she couldn't have seen the fucking telephone! Oh my god! That is so annoying because I feel like I drank 2 shots of espresso and I didn't, like, my brain is not working because that feels so obvious. I hate this. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. The only person who could see if they were in that room was in the security room, so her one boyfriend? I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What's the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Grr! That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. Well, you know what that means. The witness lied about where she saw it. This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie? I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The security room! This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security guard room is in the underground parking lot. Is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Starr. Yeah. Order, order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Guilty? Is she talking about Miss Skye? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime for the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. Bro, she got fired for a reason. Nuh-uh. That truth still stands. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. I mean, that is corroborated by the angle of her picture. She can't have taken the picture that she got from the security guard station. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Angle of view to the crime. Why, the angle at which she saw the crime would change. The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. And this is important. Why? Oh, jeez. No, what the fuck? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. What? No, hang on a second. But... hang on a second! Distance to the crime should be more than 30 feet away. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness, yes. You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has now gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. What the hell? No, there's no way you did this shit. Come on. That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking lot in B block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. But 5 minutes? Was this Sonic? This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely! Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? Okay, so I hate to do this, but an ad is gonna start in 2 minutes and I can't stop it. So I need you to hold on for 3 minutes. This sucks so bad, and I know it, and I know Twitch sucks, and I know the ads suck, but if I don't, I would rather stop it. I would rather have it go now from a BRB than, during the case, so yeah. I'm sorry. But if anything, really big happened and the ad went off, I would feel really shitty about it. Okay, it's over. Let's get back to it. I'm so sorry. Anyway, there's an objection. Do I have evidence to stop this?
Objection!
5 minutes between witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. That's weird. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yarg! Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. With that, court is adjourned. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, correct? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Evidence? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, like an Undertale, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What she's gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? Okay, lady. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Okay. She got hurt, though. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. She updated the forensics report. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure the guilty are properly judged. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Are her shoes white in that fucking picture? Should have mentioned those 5. Hang on, I'm just gonna look at the fucking shoes. No, they aren't. The victim's shoe. Oh shit. Thank you for the catch, because I could have fucked that up. I'm gonna save. That could have been bad. Can't ruin your perfect run now, can we? It's almost perfectly gone. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This one, the suspect is admitting she did it. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Just let's get this over with. And now to the matter of the victim's shoe. And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful for when I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next. 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One, of course, was the victim's. So, you brought it to the forensics department? If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. That blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman? As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Huh? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just 1 person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anybody's but Miss Lana Skye's. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was gonna say that. can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Ew, what the fuck is that? You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Ew. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? I mean... let's see what happens if we say yes. I saved. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. Would it be this? He would have been standing. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of a shoe? Uh-oh. I don't know. This blood might be an important clue. Whose blood on the bottom? I don't know. This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. Oh, it would leave fucking footprints, wouldn't it? Fuck. So... it... would... be... there's no... yeah, there's no footprints. Ah, shit. Whew, the problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order, order! Well, witness... What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think! Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Oh, save me, Edgeworth. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr! I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though, apparently, you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness. Well? Was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with okay, that's not fucking possible then. It would have been heavy as shit. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. No. No, that's not real. Lifting and knocking things over aren't quite the same. Okay, but kicking it to knock it over? You'd have to kick pretty hard. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Skye's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe. Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she has tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. Uh-oh. Yep! Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister had hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough up, Queen. Look at this. A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey! It's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Was there like a rag stuffed in the exhaust? I'm sorry, Mia. There she is. Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Your Honor, wait! What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Well... probably... this. The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Uh-oh. Muffler. See, that's awesome, because I was like, why are they using the word muffler for scarf? Because, like, we don't really do that over here. We usually use the word muffler to refer to the part of the car. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. Not that this is America. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf in any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? Humph, so what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth on the muffler is related to the case. Oh, Jesus. The phone. Whew. Miss Starr, recall your testimony from the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ah. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Dead. Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do have a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew. That was close. But we made it. At least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. You still hungry? Okay. I'm so sleepy. It's past my bedtime. Like by almost 15 minutes. I would say the latter half is pretty quick, but I'm tired, man. I'm sleepy. I think Jem would want to miss it anyway. They're asleep. I called them on that last break to wake them up. They said, okay, and they are still not in chat. So I think they are asleep again. And we'll just come back later. I don't think I'm gonna stream tomorrow or Friday. Oh, wait, the new Jackbox comes out, doesn't it? I might stream that.
I'll let you know.
I might do something. Mario and Rabbids comes out tomorrow too. I ain't playing that. Not that it looks bad, it's just I don't like that kind of game. I don't like XCOM. But for now, I'm gonna ship you over to... Is Socks still online? Socks... BX. Socks is not streaming. I guess he's done. I think I'm just gonna sign off for tonight. I just closed the dockable window. Oh, fuck! I didn't mean to do that! Put that back. There. I'm just gonna go. I hope you have a good night. I'm tired AF. I'm gonna brush my teeth. My little teethers. And I'm gonna hop into bed. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Good night. Goodbye.